Hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? Thanks for stopping in and hanging out while I play some Final Fantasy XI. Yesterday we had a pretty good time playing. We went to the Temple of Ugalepe and we were working on a Rise of the Zealot mission, but we were not able to complete it. I wasn't quite strong enough to finish the battlefield, so plan B was to come back to Juno and see if we can break the level 65 level cap so we can get a little stronger, and then we'll reattempt the battlefield once we've hit level 65. So that's kind of the plan. So last night we came back here to Relude Gardens and we spoke to Mott, and we went ahead and accepted the quest to break level 65, or to break the level 60 cap, and that's where we are right now. Excuse me. And so we're about to go ahead and start that quest. So let's see. Let's take a look at the quest again. Excuse me. Your innate limits can be pushed further by collecting the crests of the orcs, the Quadav, and the Yaguda. So I just happen to remember some of the details from this quest from back in the day, and basically I've got to go to sort of the strongholds for each of the three beastmen races. That's kind of the plan. But before I do that, actually, oh, excuse me, let's stock up on supplies. Just in case we need to sneak around some more, I'm going to pay a visit to that Curio Moogle, because I noticed the other day he had pretty cheap prism powders and silent oils for sale. So we're going to go check that out. Where's this little fellow? Right here. Yeah, look at that. Those prices are fantastic. And there's the, yeah, right over here. That's probably the best deal for those items in the game. Because what, I was buying stacks of them for like 10K. I just got, well, I guess it's about right, isn't it? 700. So, yeah, it evens out, I guess. Nothing sold. Good lord. All right, let's go ahead and visit the Mog House. I want to make a deposit, get some stuff out of my inventory. Oh yeah, let's check this out. $190. I think I can get another mount. Band. Cracklaw. We don't have that. Let's go ahead and grab that. Oh, we are full up with junk. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, I got a little housekeeping to do, so we'll do all that while we're here in town. just sorting through some inventory. It'll only be a moment. Actually, I'm seeing some consolidating I could do. Okay. Just going to do a little housekeeping before we head out. And you know, I'll tell you another thing I might want to do. It might be time to upgrade armor. This was a level 50 set that I've been keeping around since I was level 50. And it might be time for an upgrade, because the other day we got these beak trousers, which was a pretty substantial upgrade from the crow trousers. So we might want to visit a Records of Eminence merchant before we leave Sandoria. I have 2 bat wings in my inventory, so I'm just going to throw them at Sequoidian over here. It's better than throwing them away. Oh, did I miss the... Is the Celestial Knights over? Because I did not collect all of my swimwear. But I got the most important stuff, so that's what really matters. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's over. Let me check. No, it's still going. It's 6 days left. Okay. Okay, I've got to make a mental note to do that. So I've done it in all 3 towns. So I've gotten the furniture pieces, but I still would like to collect a few of the optional swimwear pieces, just because I'm a hoarder like that. I'm going to go over here and renew the signet just for good measure. You know, while I'm here, let's just see what I can get now at rank 6. I am rank 6, right? Yes, let's just see. Maybe there's something tasty we can pick up. With my 118,000 conquest points. Level. Rank 6. Royal Army Mantle. Royal Army Collar. Got an Akitan. Oh, look at that. Level 55. Defense 36. Evasion +5. That's not a bad piece at all. I want to buy that. Just because. That might be interesting. Can't wear that. Accuracy +4, attack +4. That's actually... Can't know. Ooh, we're doing a mantle, right? Strength, mine, nah, that's not good for what I want. Let's check out. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, I like that, actually. That's pretty swanky. Pretty swanky. All right. I've got some vouchers to turn in Let's do that real quick.
Attendinus1 said hey not to bother you too much but your volume is too low.
Is it now? The microphone or the game volume? Because I'm almost redlining on the mic. Oh, wrong person. Still the wrong person. Who is it? I can never keep all of these straight. There we go. Beetle knife. Agility +1, damage 20.
Attendinus1 said it might be on my end, sorry lol.
No worries at all. Let me test it. Now you've got me curious. Hang tight. We'll find out real quick. Let's just see. I don't trust the volume meter. So let's see. Test, test, test. Yeah, it might be. It sounds pretty good, actually, from what I can see. Some interesting weapons here. I feel like I'm wasting my time looking at these, though. I feel like I've looked at all this before, yeah. Alright, we're just going to go with this for now. Now, one more thing I want to do. Let's go to Juno and turn in these seals and get this mount.
Attendinus1 said oh okay no worries, are you playing on retail?
Yeah, playing on retail. This is the Bismarck server. One of the not so populated servers. But still, enough people to get stuff done. Yeah, I appreciate the private servers for what they're trying to accomplish. There was a certain magic to the 75 era, for sure. But at the same time, even though I feel like there were some imperfections in the way that Square handled the post-75 rollout, it's still the greatest game I've ever played, and I want to show support, and so I'm a retail server person all the way. Now, if this game ever goes offline officially, then that's definitely going to change. But for now... I never did recalibrate this controller. This thing is going everywhere.
At Kendinus1 said I don't have enough time to spend on a game like I did back in the day, so I prefer retail.
Yeah, so big time, way faster progression than it used to be, which, you know, a lot of people, especially the private server crowd, they really kind of poo-poo that. But, I mean, there's 99 levels now. Well, really more than that if you want to talk about master levels, but there's 99 levels now. Every job. If we were playing at the same progression rate that we were playing at in 2009 or 2008, you would never ever get anything accomplished. The game needed to evolve. Now, there were still some decisions that they made that I didn't like. I've said this a million times. Where is the did I not collect that? Did I not get the mount? I thought I did. There are certain things that I would have done differently. For example, I've said a bunch before that I think Abyssia should have been a level 75. I cannot obtain. Oh, because I had a full inventory. I feel like Abyssia should have been locked out to start at level 75 instead of level 30. That's just me. I think that's really where they went wrong, because when Abyssia rolled out, people were going there at level 30. They were AFKing. They were leeching EXP. They weren't skilling up. Endgame started to suffer because there were inexperienced people in the endgame scene. And I really feel like that wouldn't have happened if the battleground content of Abyssia would have been designed to start at level 75 instead of level 30. That's just my opinion. Take that for what it's worth. But I think that was the biggest mess up that they had. But the endgame scene now is like crazy. People love it. And I like the way they're repurposing the old content. I can get behind it. Okay, so now that I'm done with all the housekeeping, we're ready to pursue this quest. And once again, I'm doing the Whence the Wind Blows quest. So the end game that I got into was a little late. I just didn't have the time. I was a new father when this game came out. And so things like Dynamis and Sky Gods and all of that was so competitive, I didn't have the time to dedicate. So I didn't really get into any endgame until, I don't know, like 2010. And that's about the time that 14 came out. And so I switched to 14 for a while, and the rest is history. But I never lost my love for this game. Okay, so Crest of Orcs, Quadav, and Yagudo. So we need to go to Devoy, I think is where we're going to go first. Let me just pull up the wiki here, make sure I'm right. Oh, yeah, Orcish Crest is in Devoy. Yep, that's what I thought. So let's roll there. We'll start with that because we are from Sandoria. Nope, we are from Sandoria. Now I just have to remember where to go. I think you go to the caverns. But I need to talk to an NPC or something first. I can't recall. Yeah, looking at the guide. That's what I have to do. Right. Let's just take a peek. Where are we going? Monastic Cavern entrances. Okay, so we've got to head towards H11. Where's this guy? J8. In the middle there. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna play some games of hiding and popping out, going down into this, and then coming out at other exits. Okay, we can do it. Let's rock and roll. I think the mobs here should be pretty easygoing for me if they even are aggressive at all. Everybody's too weak right here, so we're just gonna roll with it. Looking good. It's like these orcs are like, I ain't messing with this guy. This guy looks a little too tough. We have these low confidence orcs right here. Yeah, we're gonna go this way. Orcish fire belcher. Like the craftsmanship here. That's actually pretty cool. This primitive war machine. Where am I going? Right? Yeah. Oh, I'm not going the right way. I went the wrong way. No, this way. This way. I really should break down and put the little mini map mod on. I don't want to have too many add-ons going and draw the attention of Square. Right, I believe we go down here. We're going to enter the Monistic Caverns. But we've got to emerge back up here. There's an NPC to talk to that's going to give me an orb that is crucial to this quest. Again, how you're really supposed to figure that out is beyond me. There's no real NPCs that discuss this to my knowledge. So I guess it was a lot of trial and error back in the old days. So this is the first time here. Is there a book or anything? No. All right. Exit at I-8. Okay, I see where we're going. Now let's see, what are these guys checking? Easy prey. Alright, so it will be time to pop some trust, just in case we encounter anything much stronger than that. And now I have my makeshift party. Some of these zones look so cool. This weird sporous fungi. Okay, we found our first bad boy here.
Attendiness 1. Said yeah, I was too young and dumb to figure anything out, and I would ask so much questions on Link Shell I was a part of and they kicked me out lol.
So, I hate to hear that because the game was designed to be obscure so that you would ask questions from other players. It was done to encourage communication and to build, friendships and things like that. I hate that your link shell would kick you out for asking questions, which is that's what a link shell is for. Like so many of these quests were designed to require help and assistance from other players. Oh wow, we're attracting all kinds of attention here. So don't feel bad for having to ask people for help. I mean, it was literally by design.
That tendinous one. Said I'm sure I was being annoying. There, I was like 10.
I got you. Oops, I hit the wrong weapon skill. Okay. A pair of silver hose, huh? That's cool, I guess. Which way are we going? This way. Orcish Zerker. I don't remember that. Decent challenge. Brr. Alright, where are we at? Yeah, I'd say this is a pretty advanced game for a 10-year-old, but that's really cool, though. At 10 years old, I was like poring over Dungeons and Dragons books that were probably a little over my head, so I understand. Get behind him, get behind him. Oh, there we go. Man, they're everywhere. They're just crawling. Maybe I will need to sneak an invis, otherwise we'll get hung up in here. I didn't think the easy praise would aggro. Alright, yeah, I hate to do it because I could totally fight these guys. But for the sake of time, let's go ahead and take the easy way out. There's just like so many orcs in here. I would waste like over an hour just fighting. Okay. So we need to look for little Taru Taru. Somewhere there'll be a guy with this orb that we need. Let's take another look. Let's see, where's he hiding? Jaina. Okay. We have tough mobs here, so we're definitely getting the trusts out.
Would it show up on wide scan?
Yeah, it actually should. It should. Wow, there's just so many mobs here. Look at that. There he is. There he is right there. Okay, so yeah, we're headed the right way. Very tough. Tough. Very tough. I just don't want to put a sneak and invis up if I'm going to have to remove it just to talk to this NPC in a few minutes. So we're just going to fight our way through this first little batch. Okay, let's see. All right. Have you been to the cave to the south? Best stay away if you know the danger. Not that it's all that easy to find a way to get in there. Okay. So let's go to this cave in the south that he has mentioned. Where am I at? Man, it's still swarming in it. Swarming. That's such a satisfying weapon skill. Who are we fighting? Who's fighting us? Can't see, I'm stuck. This guy. Nice. Pretty solid light skill chain. Come on, big guy. Already almost at EXP cap. All right, let's just go ahead and take this guy out. Okay, so let's touch this wall. The cave has been sealed off by some sort of barrier. Okay, so let's go back and talk to little guy up here. Does he seem to know something about this? You really want in that cave? I'm going to give you a white orb, which you are to dip into the 4 red pools of Devoy. You know the orb is absorbing magic when the color changes. Okay. All right. Okay, so now there's different pools in Devoy. We see them here: Wailing Pond, Groaning Pond, Screaming Pond, and Howling Pond. So now it is sneak and invis time. First up is Lord. Wailing Pond, I guess. So can we get down from here? I don't think so. Gotta figure out the way there. Well, if I can't fall off of these platforms. Okay. That I can go this way, though. Can usually fall off of these. Get into the water. Is that an option? No? Here? No? Okay, now. Yeah, okay, I see it. It's marked on the map. Here. Or not. That's infuriating. Let's see. There should be a path down. No, the bridge. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right, let's see. Where are we at? Let's head north to the Groaning Pond. Right, we're going the right way. Nope. This way. I now have a pink orb. Okay, that's great. All right, so let's head to the Whaling Pond next. We'll just go clockwise, I guess. I love the weather sound effects. The wind blowing through the rocks. Little attention to detail on a game that's 25 plus years old, or 24 years old. Okay. And just north through this valley here, and then east.
At Tendinous 1. Said yeah, the atmosphere in this game is unmatched.
No doubt. It's all very planned. Like a lot of the zones, of course, have music, but zones like this, the dunes, places like that, don't have music, and it was artistic decision to do so. They said the places without a soundtrack, they wanted them to feel very far away from civilization, very dangerous. Um, and so all that's by design. Like I think there was a couple pieces that might have been composed for some of these zones, and then they decided to remove them, and they were reused for other content. At least that's what I've read. Okay. All right, so we have a red orb now. We're going to go silent and invisible again, just so we don't have to burn through a bunch of time fighting. So now we're going to go to the Howling Pond. Somewhere around here, right? Nope, 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 nope. It's here. Up here, across the bridge. And then straight. Where's the pond at? Oh, nope, 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 no. I went the wrong way. I almost messed up. Then we have one more to go after this. One more. I'm going to go ahead and put the invisible back on so we don't have to burn a lot of time fighting. All right, this time we're going to the Screaming Pond, which is also sort of a direct route. So up and north to the left, okay. I'm going across the bridge and then to the northwest and then hang south. Alright, I have a cursed orb, and now I am cursed. Reduced my maximum HP and MP. That really sucks. It'll wear eventually. So now, though, I've got to get back to that guy, and I think I have no choice but to... Got to go back through the cave. So I've got to get back down to here, right? Is that where I came through? Yep. Get back down to here and come through the cave, just like we did the first time. Oh, I'm slowed too. Oh, God. I don't have any holy waters or anything. Oh, what a slog.
Admoramo 3837 said I think Kupipi has Kursna.
Yeah? I'm not able to control her magic, though, am I? Yeah, I don't think so. If there's a way I can force her to cast a spell, that'd be great. I might have to get in a fight, and then she would just do it. Maybe it's worth a try. Let's see.
Admoramo 3837 said just gonna hop in combat.
Yeah, she already hit me with it, I think. Nice. You know, it would be cool if you could control the spellcasting trusts outside of combat. That'd be really awesome. Have them cast a cure on you, you know, when you're not fighting. If you need a top off, that'd be really cool. All right, what are these guys? Oh, the gambit system, yeah.
Said, oh man, if they would have put in the gambit system from 12 to the trust would have great.
So I know 14 has trusts now. Of course, it's just NPCs in the main scenario that'll do dungeons with you. I've not done a whole lot with it because I just prefer to play with real players in 14. Okay, is somebody back there fighting my guys? I think so. I think my NPCs are. Here we are. Oh yeah, there's all kinds of hot mess going on. Stop, stop, stop. There we go. I guess we will have to sneak in and invis. I hate to do it. Especially when I'm so close to where I want to go. Oh man. Okay, where are we at? How far do we have to go? Well, we got a little ways to go. I don't think there's really any way to just blow through. Maybe there is. We have very tough. We have a mix of mobs here. Decent challenge. Okay. Probably should have brought more. Am I even going the right way? Yep.
Admoramo 3837. Said I'm so spoiled by the checker add-on. It looks alien not seeing the detailed check results. Lol.
I'm not familiar with the add-on. I'm sure it's part of Windower, but I've never paid attention to it. What does it do that a normal check won't do? Okay, I know. Let's go ahead.
Admoramo 3837. Said it tells you their exact level and high def evasion is more detailed.
That's kind of interesting. Alright, I think we snuck through here last time. Only got 5 prison powders left, though. I should have come with more.
Admoramo 3837. Set in their aggro type, sight, hearing, true sight, etc.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that could be beneficial. I'll think about that. I don't know. It's always a fine line between whether an add-on is just helpful information or cheating. Of course, all of these things you could just look up. I get it. Um, the shadiest add-on that I probably use is
Attendiness 1.
Box Destroyer.
Said okay, I need to enable that add-on immediately, lol.
Yeah, Box Destroyer is the iffiest add-on that I use, and it again is it's designed to help you open treasure chests. It basically tells you what options to pick. It just uses simple math, probability, statistics, things like that to help you make the right choice. So I mean, if you were to train yourself, you could do it, on your own. But that add-on makes it so much easier.
Attendiness 1. Said oh yeah, the box destroyer is a must for me.
So it definitely taught me, like I could probably do it without the add-on now, but it definitely taught me a new tactic when thinking about those box combinations. Like I would, look at the first digit's even, second digit's odd, second digit is 4, 5, or 6, whatever it is, and just kind of do it the old-fashioned way. But I wouldn't think about, like for example, if it says first digit is odd, second digit is 4, 5, or 6, I would usually go for another hint to try to narrow it down a little bit more. Meanwhile, Box Destroyer will just be like, okay, do 56, and if it says it's too high, then it'll have you, like it uses a broader logic, which really is the way to go. Meanwhile, I would burn another turn trying to get another hint when you really already have all the hints you need. So it's kind of retrained my brain to think that way. When I come out here, man, there's going to be a dude looking right at me. We're not going to. There he is. Yeah, we're not going to sneak in and viz. We're going to fight. We'll throw a Yami in here this time, I think. Oh. Oh, look, we just snuck right by. That.
Admoramo 3837. Said the boxes are glorified logic problems. I thankfully have a knack for them.
Yeah, it's certainly a talent. I usually do pretty good with logic problems, but I think differently than some people. I think very visually, and so if I had a piece of paper, I could probably get every single one, unless you just get a really crappy hint the first couple times. But when I'm playing, I don't want to, put down the controller or take the time to figure it out. So I used to just kind of roll the dice with it. But my success rate was better than not. I'd say I could open probably 60 to 70% of them without any type of assistance. But Box Destroyer, man, that makes it like super easy. Like almost, it's too easy with Box Destroyer. Oh man, these guys are all up on me. All right, Kupipi's in the right place. I can try to trick attack too. Oh man. Now I'm too far away. I'm too far. Crap. That sucks. I don't know. Is there a trick to pulling a Sada with trusts? I feel like it's easier with real players because they know what you're going to do and they can set it up so much better. I'm still kind of new with trusts. Like, they added them to the game before I quit, but I never really messed with them that much. I think I had quit the first time. They added them and then I came back. I can't remember. Positioning and summon order. Okay. I'm going to research that. Oh, of course it's the ranged guy. So I've got to just get up in his business anyways. That's a very agile orc. Yeah, I'm missing. What's the deal with that? Very tough, that's why. I thought I heard this guy back over here behind me. just wasting EXP at this point. All right. Hey, you made it back in one piece. Good, good. Oh, I forgot to tell you one thing. The orb, if the orb turns totally red, it gets cursed. Yeah, thanks. Wait a second. Isn't that a cursed orb you have there? Well, I guess all's well that ends well. This is about Taru. All the power you'll need, methinks. Let me just give it barrier disruption spells. Okay. Take that crimson ore and stick it in the barrier. That should disrupt Taru long enough you can get through. Oh boy. Here we go. Now we get through the barrier and get our crest. I have a few more fights between here and there. But we're almost there. $560. That was beautiful. Yeah. All right, so there's some pretty bad dudes in here. And if I remember right, these guys have true sight and all kinds of things. So we're going to arm up just in case. It's like part of the map that's missing here. Let's see. Stick to the west wall to avoid the true sight monsters. Okay. The crest is in some weird cave flower looking stalks. Do not fall down the cliff. Okay. Alright, so it's not that part of the map is missing. There's a cliff or something. Let's see. What do we have here? What do we got in here? These are just regular dudes. Alright, I know there's true sight mobs in here, but To avoid potential aggro, we're gonna sneak it into this. Last thing I want to do is aggravate these guys and then pull some NM into the mix. We're sticking that west wall, baby. Be careful, because here's the cliff. Oh, right here. Right here. Oh, we'll kill my protect. Alright, let's see. Orcish Crest. Fantastic. So I wonder, what is down here? I wonder. Exits to Devoy 1. So I got the crest, so we're good there. I'm curious. I just want to see where this goes. I mean, we're done here. I've got the crest here. Does this take us anywhere interesting? No, not really. Okay, fair enough. Oh man, that was quite a bit of nonsense to deal with, wasn't it? And I think the Yaguda one is even worse. They make you work for it. So, I mean, I can appreciate it. What's this guy want to talk about? Nope. All right, so that was just the Devoy crest. So we've still got the Quadiv crest, which is in Bordeaux. And then we've got the Yagudo crest, which what is in Castle Ostroja? Yes. Which we've already got the torch for the Yagudo quest. And I think I've got the other items for Quadiv also. Let me look. I've got the silver bell, I've got the rosary, and I've got the... Okay, so yeah, the only thing I was missing was that orb. Fantastic. So the next ones will be quite a bit smoother than this one. I think, though, I'm going to stop for now, because I've got some things to do here. But tomorrow, since we don't have the, you know, we won't have to do an equivalent of the orb tomorrow, I think we can blow through the Quadov and the Yagudo pretty easy and go ahead and unlock the level cap. And then gaining levels will be no problem at all. I'm just going to stock up on sneaking and viz while we're here.
Admoramo 3837. Said Beater is an SOB2.
What's that? That didn't come through? Oh, but oh, yeah, okay. Let me take a look. What lies in store for me for Bordeaux? Oh, okay, man. I've got to go ahead and get their little traps. I have to let the traps hit me. You should use the mute to silence yourself. Interesting. This prevents the afflictor from cursing you. Oh, I see. Yeah. Thankfully, I already have the silver bell, the rosary, and the black necklace, so I don't have to worry about getting those.
Admoramo 3837. Said true hearing is harder to navigate than sight.
One true sound, NM Ruby Quadov guards the first room. Okay. Yeah, that one's going to be interesting, but I feel like it'll still go faster than tonight. I'm going to tackle it probably around the same time tomorrow. So if you want to watch, feel free to tune in live. If not, every one of these live streams is posted on a playlist on my YouTube channel. Let's Play Final Fantasy XI. So you can actually watch, if you have the time to kill, or if you're interested, you can watch everything that I've ever done on this character from day one up to this point. I think we're in the 40 something stream. I'm not even sure what it is anymore. 43, 44. The only thing I've done that is not on stream is seasonal event stuff, grinding seasonal events. That would be totally boring to watch. But everything else, every level, every mob killed, all of it has been streamed on YouTube live and is archived for watching later. I'm weird like that. I find that kind of stuff interesting. And I'm sure there's other weirdos out there that want to see it too. So in fact, when I log off here in just a bit, I'm probably going to go ahead and grind out the rest of these Celestial Knights. Seasonal quests, which there's not much to it other than just literally following around some NPCs and using emotes on them. Not very entertaining to watch. I just didn't see them earlier, so I want to actually put eyes on them before I end the stream. I've got my emotes actually macroed in for this. There we are.
At1. Said all right then. I enjoyed the stream. See you next time.
Yeah, appreciate it. Nice to meet you. And I hope you come back. I'll be back again tomorrow. I do hope everyone has a good evening. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you later.